All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
the unboxing video, number 27.
Okay.
And this one has been a bit of a long time coming.
Yeah, this one has been recorded a bit in advance to make sure that we can try and get it out, because we're not only facing, like, you know, the whole situation right now, we also don't even have internet. So that's something that's making this quite awkward. But hey, we got a lot of letters and a lot of packages from you guys here, so
let's do this.
Get into it here.
I think this might be a record for the most letters we've ever gotten in a single unboxing.
Yes. And I get a letter opener.
Pick your poison.
Guts me.
Guts. Gutsu.
Dragon Slayer.
Yep. The real Black Swordsman.
Yes, indeed. Now, so those of you that are looking at this and going, oh, what's an unboxing video? How do I do this? Well, there's a P.O. box number in the description of the video, so you can send us anything. Make sure just that it's not a consumable, because we do not open those yet. Oh, cool. So there's an order to this. So we have a letter, and we have a little package that says, don't open yet. Okay.
Interesting.
All right. Okay. Very cool purple script here. All right. Let's begin. Dear Semblance of Sanity, it's me again, Annie Flowers. Hey, welcome. I don't know if you remember me. Oh, we remember you for sure. But I wrote you to a letter in March. I was really happy that my letter managed to get to you. I'm always kind of scared that the letters might get lost traveling all the way from Germany to America. There is quite a bit of water between us after all. Yes,
that is true.
It is known as the pond, the quite big pond. But enough rambling. You probably already noticed the small package inside the envelope.
Indeed.
Yes, we did. It's for you, Caleb. You can open it now. Oh, okay. It says, sorry, Jacob, I can only send one per letter for now, so you have to wait till next month.
Don't worry at all.
Okay.
Do you need something?
I need something really sharp. Yes.
Really sharp.
Really sharp. Guts is more of a clang sword, so I can't use that for this here. Oh my gosh.
Smash.
It's taped to...
It is well taped.
To the empty. Oh, I got you. There is a side that is not taped as much, so that I can. Cut
there you go.
So it's very, very well thought out here. Oh, cool! It's something laminated, so I'm not worried about slicing it accidentally. All right, you can take that. All right, what do we got here? Oh. Whoa, this is awesome.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ikalgo.
Yeah. It's a little Ikalgo and Killua's back.
Yeah.
Postcard thing. Oh, that's cool.
Great.
That's really cool. Okay, let me see if I can pull it out here. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to, but I'm going to try. Gotcha. So it's just a thick card with the plastic.
Yeah, that's some
sleeve.
good cardstock.
Yeah, nice and thick. But it's got like the wholesome anime bubbles surrounding stuff here.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yep.
And says from Natasha, aka Annie Flowers. Card number 75, light. Ooh, yeah, let's plug your Instagram.
Awesome.
Annie Flowers at Annie Flowers 4998. That is ANI Flowers 4998. Oh, sweet. Thank you so much. So it says, did you open it, Caleb? Yes? Good. Then we can continue. I first wanted to draw you Jing because you said you liked his line at the end so much, but then you started to talk about Ikalgo, and I had to change my mind.
Ikalgo's precious.
Ikalgo's really special, yes. Ikalgo is such an underrated character, and I love every scene between him and Killua. Hearing you talk about how it mirrors Killua and Gon's relationship made me really happy. Yeah. Killua becoming the light for someone else just perfectly shows how far he has come. Also, Ikalgo is baby. Yes, he is. But on another note, can I just mention how extremely hard it was to draw Killua's hair? Oh, yeah, hair in general seems like it would be like ridiculously tough, because not only is it like, well, everyone has hair, but it's like, how do you draw unique hair in an anime where anime tend to not really go super detailed on the hair?
Right.
So it's like, how do you make it look unique and stand out?
Well, and relaxed too, because it's kind of just laying flat. It's not like it's super spiky or anything. So
don't get me wrong, I love Killua's hair because it lacks fluffy, because it looks fluffy and kind of chaotic and adorable, but it's a pain to draw. There's just so much hair. I didn't even realize how much hair he has until I had to draw it. But enough about Killua's hair. I hope you like the little card, Caleb. By the way, drawings like this are called cacao cards. Most artists draw them to sell or trade them, but I think they make great gifts. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let me throw in a random question before I start rambling again. Is my handwriting okay to read? Yeah, it's good.
Fantastic.
That's good. If it's too messy or hard to read, I'll type my letters on the PC in the future. I don't want you to strain your eyes while reading. No, in general, I actually really liked that it's purple. The purple actually makes it pop out really well on the gray page background.
Yes,
so I think it's actually a really good choice. Okay, after that perfectly reasonable and totally not random change of subject, let's talk anime. Yes, let's talk anime. Let's talk about The Promised Neverland, to be exact. Are you too excited for Season 2? Yes. Promised Neverland hits what I call the lost itch for me. There's a couple shows that do this where they basically give you the J.J. Abrams mystery box, but then they kind of tell you, oh, don't worry, we're going to deliver on the mystery box.
Right.
I would say a great example of that is The Promised Neverland, because within a one core season, we're already changing the setting.
Yep.
Then also kind of things like Made in Abyss.
Sure.
Stuff like that.
Yes. So Made in Abyss is another good example.
I for sure am. I heard it's planned to release somewhere around October. A perfect month for a show like this, if you ask me. Yes, for Halloween and stuff. Now, I hope it doesn't get delayed, but I could see a lot of things getting delayed. Unless Promised Neverland is a one-cour show, again, for Season 2, and it's one where it's not really, something where there's much left to do in terms of group work. So, we'll see. The Promised Neverland was actually my first horror-inspired anime, and I was really relieved to hear that it leaned more into the psychological horror and mystery direction instead of going with stupid amounts of blood and gore. I think I am really excited about that too. What do you think? Because I think the psychological bit was kind of the best bit about the show, other than just the characters.
Right, because you can draw anything with anime, so just having there be tons of blood, that's okay. All right, and that can be done well, but when it's something where there isn't a lot of blood, like that thing that happens with a certain character towards the end to threaten some of the other characters, it's not bloody, but it is terrifying, right? So
it is violent. Yeah. I think what Jacob's also bringing at, that's kind of a good point, is that when you don't have dramatically violent visuals, you're required to use more subtle techniques in order to accentuate the horror. Like aspects where, even though the 3D had some wonky parts in Promised Neverland, the parts where they were showing first-person perspectives of people walking down hallways, sounds going for kind of the dramatic kind of eye kind of things that were going on with certain characters, where they would go crazy-eyed and stuff, and it'd be that's pretty freaky. Yeah. I was also amazed that you two basically figured the ending out by analyzing the opening. Oh, the ending meaning how this first season just kind of goes up in flames. You know? I think in some ways that was more of kind of a guess of, well, we have to have some element of chaos thrown into the setting in order for the story to really change. Otherwise, it would feel a bit static. Yeah. And I think the story was doing everything with the characters being in their mind to set up some kind of dramatic change, and that just was the one that made sense.
And as far as openings that kind of tell you how the story is going to go without making it abundantly clear that hey, we're telling you how it's going to go, that was really well done.
I'll probably never get used to how smart you two are. I mean, it's just because there's two of us. We just get to synergize. That's
eventually, if we talk long enough, we'll say something that
might actually work. Yeah. And while we are talking about Promised Neverland, who is the favorite character for each of you?
Ooh.
That's... Oh, crap.
Phil.
See.
Phil's not the best character, but I love Phil. Yeah. I love Phil.
See, the tough thing, Norman, Ray, and Emma are all really good characters, but when each of them were at their best, which is kind of how I have to judge this, because they each have little moments where they become the MVP for an episode or two.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough. That's really tough.
Yeah.
I want to say that the character that I was surprised by how much I loved them was Isabel.
Yeah, Isabel was fantastic.
That was probably the one character, because I love all the 3 main characters kind of equally. If anything, I might give a little bit of an edge to Emma. I would say
Emma was pretty fantastic.
Yeah, there was a little bit of that, but I would say Isabel's stuff they did at the end with her was really surprising.
And because she absolutely nailed the creepy aspect leading up to that.
Right.
And then the just off aspects where it's not straightforward necessarily towards the end was amazing.
Yeah. Okay, mine is Norman, but the trio overall is pretty great if you ask me. Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh, and can I just mention that I love the soundtrack? Yeah, the soundtrack had some really good stuff in there. I rarely pay attention to anime soundtracks, but The Promised Neverland's music really stood out to me. Oh, that reminds me. Caleb, you mentioned that you liked Lindsay Sterling, right? Yeah, that really surprised me. She is one of my favorite artists, but people here barely know her. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah. Do you have a favorite song of hers? I personally really like Crystallize, one of her older songs. Yeah, Crystallize was the one that went like mega viral.
Yeah.
Mega viral super quickly. I remember really liking, because I would primarily watch them through the music video format, less just through the songs themselves. So I really liked the video production on Roundtable Rival. That was probably one of the ones that had just a silly like Western anime vibe to it. And it was just quirky fun. As for the actual song, oh man,
I know mine is.
What's yours?
Her cover of My Immortal, which it's not one of her original songs, but I feel like her cover of it fits the style of the song so much better than even Amy Lee's original vocals. And there's a mashup of that her vocals and Lindsay Sterling's like music for it on YouTube, or it might not be up there anymore, but it's amazing. Like I could not listen to that song without crying for a long time.
Yeah. As far as actual like favorite song though, I don't really have one off the top of my head that's like a definitive favorite. I would say that a lot of the ones that I ended up really liking were more tied to the video production and the dances and stuff.
Like Elements or something like that, or?
No, I think Elements was good, but it was more ones where they had like really crazy stuff going on in the video.
Gotcha.
But Lindsay Sterling's legit. Okay, but that's enough writing for now, I guess. So here's my anime recommendation for this letter. Hiyokoi. I originally wanted to recommend something more serious, but since this letter should reach you shortly after Easter, I decided to go with this one. Yeah, okay. Rest in peace, the shortly after Easter bit, because, we had to do this way later. But, hey, thank you for sending this letter. Hiyokoi is a one-episode only anime.
Oh. Cool.
All right, so it's good to watch in your free time. It's probably like an OVA, It's a sort of a romantic comedy, in quotes, very lighthearted. Without spoiling too much, here is a rough plot summary. A shy and socially awkward girl joins her new class in the middle of the year, and her desk partner is none other than the outgoing class clown who's twice her size and knows nothing about human boundaries. So that's all for now. See you in the next letter. Okay, so it's basically like just a skit. Like, it's just a mini skit.
Yeah, but I'm curious.
One episode.
Well, and one of the things that I would be really interested to see, because the only real example I had of that before is the Little Witch Academia short film, which was also about the length of one episode, and I really liked it. Because, like, you're forced to do certain pacing things when you just have one regular length episode. So I'm really curious to see how they would handle that.
Yeah. All right. Well, Annie Flowers, thank you so much for the letter.
Yes, thank you.
On to the next one.
All right.
So, Jacob, you can read this one.
Okay. Love that sound.
It is a very satisfying sound.
Yep. Hey!
Oh! Thank you. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Just saw that's at the very end, though. So maybe start at the beginning. There we go.
Hi, Caleb and Jacob. I hope you are staying inside and safe in this, not going to say for, algorithm reasons, situations. And I wish you the best for your family and friends. I'm Remy, and I don't know if you remember me, but I wrote you guys back in December of last year. I think I do remember you, yeah. Since then, I have still been a big fan of yours and have been watching your reactions, the shows that I've seen. I'm super excited for your Demon Slayer, Dr. Stone, and Kobayashi's Dragon Maid reactions.
Yeah, this was a while ago.
Yeah, oh man.
Dang, I feel bad that we had to postpone all these because the post office thing shut down. Yeah.
Really, really sweet old couple that runs it. So,
yeah.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
I loved those shows when I first watched them, so I'm sure you'll love them too.
Oh, we're loving them.
Yep,
Like where we're at in all three of these, I would say they've each tapped into rather recently really wholesome stuff at the same time. And that's probably something that I really particularly just love to kind of feel when a lot of the shows trend in a specific emotional direction.
Mm-hmm. I've not caught up with your MHA reactions yet, but I'm sure the finale of Season 4 had you super hyped because that last fight was amazing. Truth be told, I was prominent. Indeed. Truth be told, I was a little disappointed with how some of Season 4 was adapted, but Bones really pulled through that last episode. What did you guys think of this season, and how does it compare to the last 3? Where does Endeavor rank in your list of favorite characters?
Oh, okay.
That's tough.
So
okay.
I still think Season 2 is the ultimate MHA season in a lot of ways. And I would say in some ways, yeah, Season 3 is better than Season 4. Like just by a little bit for me. I would say that Season 4's best parts, honestly, are the parts with Mirio.
Sure.
I would say Sir and Deku kind of having discussions about hero stuff. Sir and All Might's backstory. And then just everything from once Gentle and Labrava are introduced onward.
Yeah. Like, I feel like...
But Overhaul just kind of... He's gone now.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Season 3 had better high moments than Season 4, but Season 4, like... didn't was all around just really, really solid.
I agree. Yeah.
But Endeavor for in among other favorite characters, the reason why I like Endeavor so much right now is because it's complicated, right? And that's something that MHA doesn't always go into because of the simple style of the characters, right?
Yeah.
So the idea that Endeavor has to do this kind of stuff and watch me and all that,
right?
I am really curious to see how it's handled because you can't handle it in short form,
sure,
if that makes sense. Like it needs to be that sort of slow burn. But
I think one of the things that makes Endeavor kind of get pushed up there into the top 10 kind of favorite MHA characters list is that he's an adult.
Oh, sure.
And one of the things that's really tricky about writing adult characters is that you have to fill them with contradictions because adults in general are just kids that were forced to become adults.
Right.
So one of the things that's rather interesting about the MHA world and narrative is that you have all these characters with then these crazy powers that then in some ways get pushed into also prominence. I'm going to keep using that word as many times as I can. And sometimes burnout happens, so I'm just going to keep going with this. But we saw him contrasted in the end with another character who's an adult of sorts in Hawks, but acts in some ways less adult at times to kind of achieve certain results or something. He's also pretty complicated. So I think it was the way they decided to focus on Endeavor. Endeavor is not still, I would say, in my top 5 favorite MHA characters at this point because he still needs a little bit more focus. But in terms of what they brought in Season 4, he was kind of my highest high moment.
Yeah,
for Season 4.
It was so good because what you were saying about the whole thing of him being an adult, I think that really is, you hit the nail on the head there because in the case of someone like, say, Deku, right, he's able to keep things fairly straightforward because he's young, right?
Yeah.
Idealistic and all that stuff, and that's one of the reasons why the whole conflict with Eri was so good, right? But in the case of Endeavor, since he's an adult, since his situation is so complicated, since there's all those contradictions, it makes for a much richer kind of experience.
Yeah.
Let's get to the main reason I'm writing this letter. As I'm sure you've seen in the picture, I ordered Battle Lines, and I just got it today as of when I'm writing this, April 9th. This is the most excited I have ever been to receive a book in my life. Wow. That is... Thank you. I'm excited to see what you think. I'm super excited to start reading it. I've wanted to get back into reading books this year, so hopefully yours starts something new for me. I look forward to all the references that you put in there, and the story sounds like something I'd really like. I'll definitely tell you my thoughts on it in another letter, so look forward to that.
Cool.
One minor thing that I'd like to do is give a shout out to whoever saved your Doki Doki Literature Club playthrough. Yes!
The legend. Yes.
I only just recently played it, and I've loved seeing other people's reactions to the game, yours especially. I really don't like horror games, so I felt like a wimp when I got really scared of every little glitch in the game. But you guys made me feel a lot better about myself when I saw you get just as scared as I did. It's weird, because, like, going back through some of the things that happen in the game, I'm like, oh, that's not that scary, right?
Yeah.
But because, first time, and, like, when you're immersed in it...
and you get into it.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Before I get to the part of the letter where I just ask you random questions, I'd like to thank you. In my last letter, I asked you how painful it was to wait a week for every episode of a show you watch, to which you replied that you actually prefer doing it that way. So I decided to try it for myself.
Oh.
Ooh, good.
Whoa.
Oh, man, that's tough. I watched one episode of an anime that I was watching per day, and sure enough, I ended up enjoying them a lot more than if I were to just binge them. I was able to remember more of the individual episodes of shows after I'd finished them, and I could appreciate each episode more. So now, I'd like to recommend the 2 shows I watched using this method, Bloom Into You and Descendants of a Bookworm.
Okay, so I've heard of Bloom Into You. Sorry, I've heard of Descendants into a Bookworm, and I'm really excited to watch Bloom Into You.
Yeah. Same. Bloom Into You is a high school romance story between 2 girls. You, the main character, and Toko, the class president that is admired among everyone for being a perfect person.
Okay, let's not go into too many details with regards to the story.
Yeah.
There's stuff here regarding the art style, though.
Oh yeah, the art style is also really pretty. It reminds me of anime like Violet Evergarden and Sora Yori. That's cool. That helps.
Yeah. So we're very much into the recommend this show, but like going a little bit too much into here's the characters, here's the dynamic.
We'll find that just fine in the show.
Exactly.
You know?
Thank you, though.
The second show I'd like to recommend is Descendants of a Bookworm.
Okay, and then descriptions.
Blah. I've also seen a lot of people compare it to Spice and Wolf, but I've never seen it, so I don't know how true that is. That is okay. If that's true, that's a big deal.
Awesome.
Oh, I'd also like to recommend a game to you guys. I don't know if you like platformers, but Celeste is a really good game that, in my opinion, is very accessible to people that aren't experienced in that genre.
Gotcha.
I've heard of that one.
Okay.
It encourages you along the way, and there are assist modes that help you along if you are having too much trouble. Really feels good to play, and it's really satisfying to beat levels. The soundtrack is also killer. It's one of my favorite game soundtracks ever. Wow. But the big selling point, in my opinion, is the story. It follows Madeleine, a young woman that wants to climb a mountain, and along the way she faces her dark side and deals with her depression and anxiety. It's very relatable and emotionally touching. Awesome.
Cool.
Now that that's all out of the way, it's time for some questions. People are kind of over Star Wars already.
That's a very general statement, but I know why you're saying it.
Yep, yeah. Totes. But I'd like to hear your thoughts on The Rise of Skywalker and the whole Disney trilogy as a whole.
That's a lot.
Oh, boy.
That's a lot.
Oh, boy.
I don't know if I can get into all of that, but I can give you my thoughts on the Rise of Skywalker and then maybe a TLDR on the trilogy.
Yeah. Personally, The Rise of Skywalker was my least favorite movie out of the 3. What do you think of Palpatine coming back? What do you think of Rey's background? Who are your favorite characters in the new trilogy?
Okay, these are a lot of questions.
So
let's TLDR the Rise of Skywalker real quick. I think the Rise of Skywalker, you and I both just kind of had this moment of just kind of like, okay.
My expectations were set very low after
Mine
The Last
too.
Jedi.
Mine too.
And that helped me enjoy The Rise of Skywalker a lot.
Okay, so
a lot more than I otherwise would have.
So I in some ways like The Last Jedi more than The Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think that in some ways The Rise of Skywalker, I could feel the panic.
Oh, uh-huh.
It was something that pulled me out of the movie. The Last Jedi definitely did things that I disagreed with story-wise in terms of decisions, but there were no highs in The Rise of Skywalker to me other than this.
Yeah, okay. All right, all right. The one thing I'll add to that is I think The Rise of Skywalker goes up half a point for me, at least, maybe 3/4 of a point, just because of the little guy that was the droid mechanic.
Droid is ready! Babu freak!
Yeah.
Okay.
I loved him. I was like, yes, that is...
Right.
Like,
we do need more tiny characters in Star Wars, because the EU is full of them.
That was just sublime. Like, the whole thing of like, oh no, C-3PO is going to go away forever when he's a droid, and that, and then it did, whatever. Like, Yeah.
I feel like in some ways, people are going to look back on the Disney sequel trilogy and go, yeah, it was okay. It is in some ways probably going to get the prequel memes treatment eventually, even though it didn't have the Shakespearean kind of dramatic kind of lines and stuff. But I think that in some ways the movie that's going to stand out the most in the long term is actually the one that generated the most controversy.
The Last Jedi?
Yeah. And I think that in some ways people are going to kind of forget The Force Awakens, and The Rise of Skywalker is one that I think in some ways people are going to go, okay, that was something where it basically gave the EU fans a bunch of things that will then be used in future Star Wars content.
Right, like a lot of the lore stuff for like, you know...
Yeah, there was a lot of really bad implementation of EU lore stuff regarding the Sith.
They were trying.
And they were trying. But I think then those are going to be used in the future because they're now in the canon. And then they'll be executed upon later, and people will thank The Rise of Skywalker a little bit for just putting that crazy stuff in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's continue with the next questions. What do you think of Palpatine coming back? Okay. Right. I think in some ways I love the idea of Palpatine being there at the finale. Just how they did it.
No. Like you don't even see like they
The dead speaks.
Yeah, like Palpatine's back, just telling us that in the prologue. Do you have any idea just how amazing, like, yeah, it would have clogged up the movie with all the reeling ramifications of realizing it, but having Palpatine actually, like, have a voice come through and it being all horror-y or whatever, that could have been insane. Like,
yeah, I think they could have just not shown that in the beginning, and it would have ticked things up just a little bit by just having Kylo Ren show up on a Sith planet, and by the way, there's Palpatine. It might have actually made things just a little bit better, but I don't know how they could have changed it.
Right, or made it
in
like
a short way.
Palpatine's ghost or something.
Let's not spend too much time on each of these questions.
Rey's background.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, favorite characters in the new trilogy.
Okay.
So
actually, in some ways, favorite characters, I kind of have to say the one that died. And shouldn't have died. Because, you know, he came up from a pit and then had to you know.
Right.
Yeah, Kylo Ren. I think
same.
Kylo Ren is probably my favorite character of the new trilogy.
Yep.
And when I say that, I mean I can't choose anyone that was from a previous trilogy.
Right, yeah. Original characters to this trilogy.
Yeah, exactly. I would say Kylo Ren.
Yeah, same here. And the main reason for that for me is because of how awful they treated Finn in Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker.
Yep.
Finn was fantastic in The Force Awakens.
Yep.
It was fantastic. Character conflict. It was great.
Yep.
And then they just shat all over him.
I will just say that is probably one of the best points to bring up. Finn as a character was absolutely just gutted, eviscerated from Last Jedi onwards. And that is probably... Thinking back on The Last Jedi, that is my second most problematic thing with the movie, other than the Canto Bight whole thing.
Quite frankly, that might have been one of the contributing factors for why people hated Rose so much, is because that was sort of the setup for Finn to
right. Yeah,
get shafted.
She was a cool character concept.
Right.
That was in some ways when introduced as a concept of the character in the beginning. Where she's doing the conflict with Finn, it's great.
Yeah,
it was just everything after that. It was just like, oh well, I guess
we have to deal with this here. Yeah. What's your favorite Star Wars movie that Disney has made?
That Disney has made.
So including
Solo and Rogue One.
Oh. Okay. I think I want to say actually The Force Awakens.
Okay.
Rogue One being a close second.
Okay, so. Yeah, so this is the tricky part for me, because saying which of those 5 movies is just my favorite, it's tough, because I am really biased towards kind of little fan servicey things. Like I am a huge diehard Star Wars fan. So in terms of what's my personal favorite, which one basis versus which one I think is kind of the better movie, weirdly enough. Oh, it feels weird to say this, but I actually think Solo might be my personal favorite. It's the only one I've rewatched and been like, yeah, I was really glad I rewatched it.
Yeah, like...
But I think Rogue One is probably slightly better, but I don't know. Maybe The Force Awakens is a little bit better, but
yeah, it's tough.
I don't know. I gotta say, I thought Solo hit like the awkward kind of just jumble adventure kind of movie there, and I ridiculously liked the Chewie Han just dynamic. Then also, like, yes, it feels awkward and when it shifts from being a kind of a darker movie to being a goofier movie, but that beginning crew, like, I really liked just that campfire scene. Just like, that was little awesome. Beginning bits of the movie. Yeah, I really liked. Yeah. I feel like all the movies of the Disney trilogy, and you'll notice this really hard, I would say, none of them really succeed in Act 2. Like, none of them really. Like, Act 2 is the part where they all flub it. But I would say maybe actually, weirdly enough, if you separated out Canto Bight, Last Jedi has the best Act 2. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. It's actually no, it's not Last Jedi.
I would say the Force Awakens actually had a pretty good Act 2.
Oh, you're right. Force Awakens had a good Act 2.
Had a good Act 2.
That's true.
But then Act 3 for freaking Rogue One, that was
that's true.
That was so good.
Right? Can we just do that? Which movie has the best beginning, the best middle, and then your favorite end? Like your favorite beginning, middle, and end. Because my favorite beginning, I would say, goes to Solo. Like just straight up Solo.
Okay, yeah.
I really liked the beginning of Solo. It was really good. I loved, the Act 3 of Rogue One. Rogue One's Act 3 it delivered on what they kind of promised.
So
that
good.
Space battle alone is just wonderful. We're not going to forget the Hammerhead frigate pushing a dead derelict Star Destroyer into another Star Destroyer.
And just having characters die in Star Wars and stay dead.
Yeah.
My biggest issues with The Rise of Skywalker is that nobody, like, they had people die like 3 or 4 times in the movie.
True.
And they were never actually dead.
Yes.
Like, if Chewie had actually been dead, which would make sense because he has no friends of, like, people from the original trilogy anymore. Because they're all dead. It would hurt, but that would be perfect because then it would be something where Rey would actually have to contemplate the fact that, oh my god, I just killed a friend.
Because I tapped into the dark side.
I tapped into the dark side, right? That would be an amazing hard lesson for her, right? Which would counteract a lot of the whole Mary Sue angles and stuff, right?
Well, yeah.
So, and then they didn't do that, and it's like, okay, all right.
I don't think that would counteract any Mary Sue angles.
Not neutralize it, but it would be something in the other.
Yeah, because that's not failing. That's
that's totally failing.
That's accidentally too powerful, and then I did a thing that just had actual consequences.
Right, but then it's something where she has to focus on her as a character and everything. And I don't know.
I talk about a struggle. That's not struggle though.
That's character struggle, which is like the best kind of struggle.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
all right. Yeah. Sure.
But where were we in this? Now let's talk about The Mandalorian. What is your favorite part about the show besides about it being about a Mandalorian?
Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry. I'm going to break your rule. No.
Okay.
My favorite part about The Mandalorian is that I now hear in real life public conversations, I really like The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I just, like, you guys, you understand. You understand. But in some ways, you understand even better than I do. Just the feeling of having real people in the I say real people, but in the real world, having people mention, I really like The Mandalorian. Like, just hearing them say The Mandalorian, pronouncing it correctly, hitting those D's, The Mandalorian.
One of my favorite
Mandalorian. Like
one of my favorite memories about the show was before it even started, when I was watching a football game. And the football announcers are like, halftime, whatever, brought to you by Disney's The Mandalorian. I'm like, we have football announcers saying the word Mandalorian. What is even happening here? Like,
so I'm sorry, I can't adhere to your rule because, guys, The Mandalorian is an entirely expanded universe concept. It is entirely unique to the expanded universe. We could go and trace back and explain to you the history of how this whole idea of the Mandalorians even came about.
All the way back to the Christmas special.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Just Just
But adhering to your rules, even though I totally agree with you, Caleb, on that one. Same here.
I'll come up with something. I just had to say that.
Sure. It would be the aspect of it being an awkward not parent and child relationship. I love those stories.
That's what I think.
Oh my god!
I think that's what most people really liked about it too. Yeah. I gotta say, what's exciting about it is they're exploring the time frame of a post Return of the Jedi Imperial Remnant kind of world, which is or universe, which is something that in the EU was done to death. I mean, that whole time frame was the nostalgia bait. Would you like to see God Force powers Luke and Leia and Han and Chewie and C-3PO and R2-D2 just doing stuff together?
Yep.
But they're exploring it without those characters, meaning we get entirely original characters with no family connections to anyone important.
Yep.
Now, they could just do that in a later season, but they're not. Right. They're not right now, which is awesome.
And also, the main character doesn't have Force powers. Like that was one of the things that made Han Solo and Rogue One so special in my mind. We haven't actually really seen that. And those were for one-off movies. The fact that we're getting a show where the main character does not have Force powers. Now, Baby Yoda is there, right? But
who's actually the main character?
Let's be real. 200,000 units are ready for deployment. Yeah.
But the marketing would have you think differently, you know.
Exactly. But it shows it because of that they're able to explore more simple struggles, which I love.
Yeah. All right, we're spending a lot of time on this one here. We got to move on. We got a lot of letters. Would you rather the show stay episodic or more plot focused in future seasons? Mix of both. Surprise us with just keep going the way you have been going.
Yeah. Favorite scene, the reveal of Baby Yoda existing. Probably for me.
Yeah, I maybe the IG droid just shooting every pirate in that cove there. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah. Scariest part of Doki Doki for you?
The door. Opening the door.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yep. Favorite Monogatari OP?
I don't know.
I cannot answer that.
I can't answer that, yeah.
Fan fiction. Any yes, I've read fan fiction for Black Lagoon. That was kind of fun.
I don't really read much fan fiction that I would recommend.
Favorite manga? Man, a lot of questions. Komi. Not really, but y'all need to read Komi.
One Piece, the only really manga I've read.
No other visual novels besides Doki Doki. Bigger Star Wars fan, I'd say that's a tie. Yeah, we interact with fan bases of the shows we enjoy. Not too crazy in depth, but yeah. Music, anime OSTs, Disney soundtracks, and orchestral. Favorite music artists? Hiroyuki Sawano.
Music artists? I'm sorry, I don't have favorites really. Like I don't really think about that kind of thing. So I'm sorry, I'm not a really good.
How do you deal with procrastination? Let's answer that one another time. What's your favorite JoJo OP and part of JoJo's? Bloody Stream, I think, or favorite
OP. At this point, okay. I gotta say, in some ways, the tricky part for me is that in part 3's OP for the second half,
the one to end it all will be
right, but they have some specific changes in a certain OP.
Yeah, and that was pretty awesome.
That was really freaking cool.
What was the? Oh man, I can't believe I forgot the name of it. What was the name of the last one in part 4? That one was awesome.
Now I chase you.
No. It was the one after that, where it was them all banding together and everything.
Great Days.
Yes, fantastic.
Great Days yes. Great Days might be one of the ones that I felt the most because the other ones were really hype. But yeah, I tend to like the less hype OPs and like the ones that have me like feeling something because then I get hyped about feeling something and then So Great Days was that's a good one. I would say in some ways my favorite JoJo part though has to go for the second part of part 3 if I can cheat that out.
Yeah,
say 3.5 part 3.5.
Favorite stand battle.
Actually, in some ways, the recent one.
Yeah.
The Risotto versus Doppio, aka the boss, aka not the boss.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not just because Metallica was
Metallica versus King Crimson. Yeah.
Like that was amazing.
That was the best. Yeah.
Finally, I'd have to say that your reactions are a big help in alleviating my boredom when I just have to stay at home all day, and you guys are awesome. I said it in my last letter, and I'll say it again. You are one of my favorite channels on YouTube, and I'm really glad that you are still making content, and I hope you continue to make videos for this next decade, and maybe even more to come.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day. Thank you so much, Remy, and I hope you enjoy Battle Lines.
That's awesome. That's a good picture, too. I love your All Might t-shirt. That's legit.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right.
Next one.
Okay, so in order to keep the video from going for like an hour and a half and stuff, we're going to kind of slow up a little bit of the discussion because that was a great letter, but
yeah, we probably can't do that same amount of time for every letter.
For every single one, yeah. All right. Ooh, very nice type here. This is cool. It's very like stylized, like a typewriter. Dear Caleb and Jacob, it's your boy Alex again. You know, the Canadian kid who keeps writing to you. Hey, Alex.
Hello.
I've decided to mix things up by typing this letter using my old analog typewriter. I'm
An actual typewriter.
I
Awesome.
knew it. I was like, this is some typewriter shit right here. Keeps things fresh. It does indeed. I hope you're doing well considering the presence of the demonetization virus everywhere. Yeah.
Yep.
I, for one, have been in quarantine for well over 3 weeks, and I can already feel my semblance of sanity leaving me.
We will never leave you.
Well punned, my friend. Well punned. At the very least, I have your Dr. Stone reactions to keep me going. Best boy Gen has finally arrived.
Yes.
Yes, Gen is amazing. Other than quarantine things have been pretty alright for me lately. Making videos and writing have become basically all I do now. You'd think that it would make them higher quality, but instead has made my serious videos take longer to make and my, for lack of a better word, shit posts grow more frequent to compensate. Actually, never mind. That is what they are. I really enjoy making one-off videos where I portray some absurd idea I had the night before, but it doesn't really give me much room to grow. I mean, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, though, right?
Yep.
Apologies for the rant. That's just my youth frustration coming out. On to more pressing matters. Anime. I'm curious, have either of you ever watched Log Horizon before?
No,
we haven't.
We know it's the not SAO.
Yeah. It was one of my first anime and one of my favorites. The reason I ask is because they announced its third season will be released this year. Yes, I did hear about that. Which is a big deal as the second season released in 2015. I would love to watch it together with you as it releases. The show is basically SAO-type isekai, but with a focus on diplomacy and other nerd stuff that I so enjoy. History major, baby. Hey! Nice. Good stuff. Another question suggestion I have is if you have ever considered reacting to a bridge series. Well, we've done abridged episodes here and there, but the thing is they release so infrequently that it's probably better to just do some that are finished, and even if then less people are kind of excited to watch those kind of things.
There's not as much discussion that can come from an abridged series.
Exactly. There are some, and some of them are so raunchy that, like, I don't know if even we should risk it being uploaded to current YouTube, you know. There's some really good ones, like Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Yes, we've seen all of Dragon Ball Z Abridged. SAO Abridged. Yes. Like in some ways, potentially one of the GOATs right there. Oh, no, these are both the GOATs in some ways. And the classic ATAS series. Oh, no. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the Abridged series, on the 90s JoJo Part 3 OVA series. It's a classic. Wait. So wasn't this OVA miniseries already kind of a meme in and of itself to the point where if you abridged it, how would you make it even
Well, probably because the
ridiculous?
OVAs were actually serious, you know, because
that
was all that there was when they came out.
Yeah.
But now it's... Oh, man.
I think we'll just watch that for fun. Thanks for the recommendation, though.
Yeah.
I would have put something like this on your Discord, but sadly my bank account would probably self-destruct after I subscribe to any Patreon. Okay, I totally get it, my man. Yeah. Trust me, I wish I could. That leaves these letters my only option to interact with you guys, and I am glad you enjoy getting them. We really do. Yep. In some ways, the letters are the kind of things where, like, I kind of just have moments where I'll just kind of glaze over and just kind of think about things that have been said, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm excited. Yeah. Sincerely, your boy Alex. Sorry about the typos. Typewriter skill too low.
Nah, it's fantastic.
Hey, you passed. You finished the letter, so your typewriter skill is actually pretty decent. Then
that's part of the typewriter authenticity. You know?
Yes, indeed. But thank you so much, Alex.
Yes.
Appreciate the letters.
All right. Indeed, it was too big to be called a letter opener.
I mean, that's because you're just not wielding it properly. See, he's just trying to like stick the tip in, and you gotta like you gotta go full bore here, man. There you go. Oh yeah. Yeah, make sure you just pull it out properly. Okay.
Okay. All right, Caleb. The euphemisms.
Euphemisms?
Well, yeah. No, what am I talking about?
What are you talking about? Yeah.
Dear Jaleb, how are you guys doing with the illness situation?
I love it. People are starting to get it. Yes. Yep.
I hope that you guys are doing well, and that we get to see Jacob with longer hair.
I
mean, it is getting a bit longer. I just wanted to inform you guys that I sent a copy of Persona 5 Royal, which just released. I do realize that you guys don't currently have a PS4, and you guys told me not to send one.
Please don't send us consoles. That's way too much money to... Yeah, please don't.
But I haven't given up hope on the prospect of you guys gracing us and yourselves with the light of a Persona 5 playthrough, especially in these dark times. Persona 5 Royal is basically a director's cut of Persona 5,
yes, that's
with
right.
what I heard is 30% more content. Whoa! Including a new major character... where the story was actually reworked.
Gotcha.
So everything will fit. While I obviously haven't played through the entire game yet, I have heard good things about the changes. I've already written about why this game is amazing in my last letter, and I don't want to hype this up too much, but I'll just say again that I consider this the greatest JRPG to date.
Yeah, it is considered by many to be one of the greatest JRPGs, for sure.
OH. P.S. Could you guys increase the volume of your streams? When I watch VODs on my phone, the ads are too loud.
Wait.
Increase
the volume of our streams because the ads are too loud?
Oh, probably because...
so when the ads show up...
we can be heard, yeah, and then when the ads show up...
It's not as loud? No, because he's turned up his volume all the way in order to hear us. So then when the ads come up...
Then they blast, yeah.
They blast you. Huh. I mean, I think in some ways our streams are already, like, pretty decently loud. But if anything, I don't know if you have different volume settings than mine, so... I'm sure you're more probably talking about the popular streams, like the One Piece ones, where it's both of us, so I'll look into that.
PSS. Are Caleb's Witcher 3 Bloody Baron questline VODs gone forever?
Yes, they're gone forever.
It seems like
it's sad.
And that hurts me, but don't worry. A Witcher 3 playthrough from Jacob will heal this wound.
Yes! Yep. Yes! And he will get to the wonderful quest lines where he'll be like, I think I know where this is going. I mean, like, he doesn't know, chat. Yeah. He doesn't know.
Caleb will actually be like watching the streams with all of you guys. And be like,
I'll be in chat and just Semblance of Sanity will keep like typing. I'll be like, no, you guys are going to spoil Jacob. I'm like, I'm not Jacob.
Jacob's not here right now.
See, Jacob, I'm telling you, The Witcher 3, man.
Well, I know.
Embrace it.
But I'd probably end up playing Gwent for like 40 weeks in a row.
I mean, like, what? I see this as an absolute win. I literally skipped Gwent. Do you remember? Like,
I heard
hearing about that.
Yeah,
like they were all like really upset. They're like, "Come on, Caleb, play something." I'm like, "No, I refuse.
That's why I refuse
to play Gwent.
I'll make up for that when I play."
It's basically that one guy just going, Gwent, no. Oh, a little Hinata pin.
Hinata pin.
Oh, thank you.
I think that is definitely for you.
I think it's for me. Yes, it is. All right, let's get this letter. Let's get this bread. Hey guys, it's been a while since my last letter. Everything just kept keeping me from sitting down and writing. Now, with stay-at-home orders, I have nothing but time. Hopefully my handwriting doesn't give you trouble again. Ha 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 ha. This is very, very good. Very good. Yeah. Thank you. I'm really glad y'all love the shirts I got you. The Hawkeye and Speedwagon ones.
Yes.
Jacob,
so good.
Jacob has like not stopped wearing the Hawkeye one.
I wear it like all the time. Like,
yeah, and the Speedwagon one is really cool. The thing that like always like bums me is I try to put it on backwards intentionally so that they can see the big gear of the Speedwagon Foundation. So it's really cool though. Oh, I got the Hawkeye shirt for myself first, actually. Ooh, and then I thought, taste. You know who would also appreciate this? Jacob. Yes,
You're very right.
And then, of course, I couldn't leave Caleb out, so I spent a little too much time picking one out. Okay, gotcha. Well, thank you. I appreciate that I was in your heart as well there. I have no idea when you guys will actually get this or even open it, but I hope y'all are doing well and taking care of yourselves. I'm in a weird limbo situation myself, so of course I'm spending it reading and watching anime. That is too real right there, for sure. I've been rereading Red Rising and wanting to ask, do you think Iron Gold and Dark Age are worthy reads? Jacob?
I haven't read...
Wait, you haven't?
I've read a little bit of Iron Gold, but it's one of those things where I really liked how, like, the trilogy ended, so it's kind of like, I do want to see Severo and Darrow again, but at the same time, like...
So, what I've heard from people that have read it is that they are better written.
Yes,
so
same.
In terms of the actual writing quality, it gets better. However, you have to kind of take an understanding that this is now a series.
Right.
This is not a trilogy that had a definitive ending.
And it's a different series because it's
Darrow
isn't necessarily the main character.
No, but Darrow is still involved in the story. So it is a different focus, maybe, somewhat. But it is still the same universe, and it is not some enormous time skip.
Right. Severo can't die if you never read the books. I think Morning Star was a great ending, and I've been burned by sequel trilogies or sequel series before. Let me know what you both think. I think that if you like the writing and the style of storytelling, you probably should continue. Yeah.
Especially if you also like the idea of the world's story continuing within a lot of the other characters that aren't necessarily Darrow. But for me, I am kind of putting that off until he's finished the third book.
Oh,
and then I will kind of go and binge them all in one go.
Don't want to have another Golden Sun situation.
I do not want to wait between a Golden Sun ending and a Morning Stars publication.
That
was hell.
That's torture.
The Golden Sun ending was so good and so well foreshadowed. Yeah. I have sung the praises of Red Rising as a trilogy literally because of Golden Sun.
Yep.
So there's that. And if I may make humble recommendations, of course, there are two series I've really enjoyed recently. Keep Your Hands Off Aizokin and a Toilet-Bound Hanako-kun. Y'all don't have to react to them. I just think they're worth a watch and very fun. I've also been watching some Black Lagoon, although perhaps a better title would be Revy and Her Boys.
I mean, basically
that is accurate. Basically. That is quite accurate. I am really interested in seeing Keep Your Hands Off Aizokin. Same. I don't know what Toilet Bound Hanako-kun is.
Yeah, I think that's the first time I've heard of it.
Yeah. So okay, thanks for the heads up.
And enjoy Finally, Black Lagoon.
I'm not sure how I came into the possession of a Haikyuu button, and since sports anime aren't my thing, but I bequeath it to you boys. I hope you both fare well, Chloe. Thank you so much, Chloe.
Thank you, Chloe.
And I appreciate the sun child pin, the wild jumping bouncy boy being given and gifted. Thank you very much for the letter. Appreciate it a lot. And yeah, we'll look into specifically. I would say Keep Your Hands Off Aizokin, and then ask her on our Discord. What's the one with it has a rip thing? Here.
Oh, that makes it very convenient.
What's the Toilet Bound show?
Right. Okay.
All right, this one is kind of a letter package.
Indeed.
Ooh, whoa! It's a heavy-duty letter.
Yeah, kind of an envelope inside. Oh
my gosh, this is so perfect.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, look, it's from Jess. Jess on our Discord, I'm sure it is, because I recognize the art style. Because Jess, you probably did this, didn't you? This is awesome. Is freaking awesome.
That is fantastic.
It's what I kind of like about this is I imagine this is Hinata graduating from high school. Oh, if that's what it is, I'm just gonna cry.
No, he's waving to say hi to Asahi and Daichi and Suga because he gets to see them again.
What a wonderful letter with the and then it's so typed awesome. Out and everything. That was so cool. Hi bros, how's it going? Sorry for the odd way to send a letter. I was trying to make sure everything came together. No idea if this will make April or May or maybe later now that lockdown here in the UK is in full swing, but we'll see. I mainly just wanted to say a quick hello and send something fun in these trying times. I don't want it to come across like, hey, I'm just going to show off my art, yay! But I don't really know many people that watch anime, and I use drawing and art to express things that I like, so I thought I might as well share with people who can appreciate it. Or at least vaguely recognize the characters, hopefully. No, totally recognize them, love them, and thank you very much. This warmed my heart. If all has gone to plan, Keikaku Dori, there should be some Haikyuu characters, Naitai, Senku, and Yakumo.
Oh my.
Oh, Haikyuu because it's the best. Meat is God. Meat is God. Indeed. As I'm writing this, we're coming up on episode 12 of the new season. Very exciting. Night-Eye, because he gave me so many feels. Such a great character. Speaking of MHA, the last episode before I wrote this was episode 23, so I've been playing Hero 2 on repeat all week. Yes. Yeah. I was so excited to see your reaction as soon as I finished the episode myself. Haha. Senku, because I adore him. So pleased you started Dr. Stone and are enjoying it. Can't wait to see the rest of your reactions. And hey, now that I've seen that show, I feel a little better prepared for this apocalypse we seem to be experiencing. Hey, I mean, at the very least, you don't have to wait for, like, bat juice or what have you to, like, land on you, you know.
Yep.
In order to be saved from this or what have you. But, yeah, at the very least, we sort of know how to make our own soap when the world runs out.
Exactly.
Well done. Well done. Your reactions are personally responsible for my Yakumo art. Whoa. Thank you so much for introducing me to Rakugo. I tried to watch when you first started it, but wasn't in the mood for a double-length episode and put it down for a while, but I'm so pleased I went back to it. What an absolute gem. It's in my top 5 shows now for sure. Okay, y'all, so Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju, I believe.
I believe it's Shinju, yeah.
Is a masterpiece of storytelling.
Yep.
It is drama and character drama, I mean, in a way that you probably haven't seen done so crisply and...
Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. You have to be in the mood for it.
Yep. But don't let the double-length first episode scare you off.
Right, but it is a really well-paced, also, drama.
Yep.
2 cours, 2 seasons.
And... wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, stay safe. Hope you've not gone too crazy being stuck inside. No, you see the rings under my eyes? I haven't gone crazy. No, I'm
not at
totally
all. You're
sane.
Crazy.
Yeah. I'm totally sane in here. I just imagining that gif of Milhouse playing frisbee with himself. Oh, you do not know how real and how painful that reality is and how much it matches mine. Yeah. Take care. From Jess, aka Jess511 on the Discord. Thank you
Jess.
So much, Jess.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. So I wonder if the art you're talking about
probably in one of the other packages.
In one of the other packages. I'm guessing that's what it is.
Yeah.
But thank you so much. If that's the case, though, we should try and open the others that have similar packaging.
It's
here.
probably one that's solid. So maybe the bottom one, or because that's hard cardboard. So that's probably
yes. Okay, let's do this one here then.
Yeah. Do you need a knife?
Oh crud, dude. I hope.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh crap. This has. Uh-oh. This might be one of the first times we've seen something that didn't actually make it through.
Yeah.
Okay, give me the knife. I'm gonna tear this thing apart.
Oh, wait, there's an open tab.
Yeah, I know. Okay, you're right. Yeah. So, let's hope. Okay, good.
What?
It's here. It's here.
Phew.
It's just...
All right.
It was just a very weird package.
Yeah. That was scary.
Yeah, because I'm gonna guess
because it was open on the sides and it has things on the inside.
Okay, so this is the stuff from is the stuff from Jess. Okay,
right.
Awesome.
Because it looked like
it was open.
Yeah, like there was something that could have like fallen out.
Oh
one
my
side.
god, this Yakumo art.
Oh.
Yes. Let's bring this out and show everyone. This is so cool.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Okay. So check this out, y'all.
Oh yeah, that's so good.
Lighting, candle.
Yep.
That's so cool.
Oh, man.
It's like a photo, too.
Yep.
The way it's printed out and stuff.
All
that's
glossy.
fantastic. All right, so that's Yakumo. Now we have Sir Night-Eye from My Hero Academia.
One of the rare shots of him without his glasses.
Right, indeed. I like that you put a little bit of orange in his hair there. With a little bit of blonde. Nice, nice. The detail on the tie folds there are pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
Also, I gotta say,
mad props for being able to do hands. Hands are like impossible in art.
Ooh. Now, is that the same tie that he has in the show? Because if so,
yes,
that's rather ironic because it has polka dots or a bunch of holes on his chest.
You bastard.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
hey,
cool. Senku.
Nice. With a pencil like it's a cigar.
Yeah, very cool. Thank you, Jess. Appreciate it
that is
so
amazing.
much. Oh, cool. Okay, let's keep these in their little packages here.
Yeah.
So they
stay nice and safe.
Quality. Yep. All right.
Okay.
All right, moving on to the next one here. I think that is the last of the letters now. Yeah.
I think so.
This one, I think it says specifically to you, too.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, Jacob of SOS Bros. Okay. It's because maybe this is because we missed the April one and someone was like, "Oh no, Jacob's birthday."
Although this looks like a soundtrack of sorts.
Oh my.
Oh boy.
Oh, is there a letter with it there? You read that first, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's just the packaging for receipt there.
Yes.
Okay, I'll take that.
Oh, it's the Nightwish Vehicle of Spirit. I think it's another CD from the same one that we got last video.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, it's basically like a live kind of play of sorts. Some kind of radio theater production.
Oh, radio theater.
Something like that.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, the Nightmarish Vehicle of Spirit, recorded live at Wembley Arena, London, the radio station Tampere, featuring a cast of thousands, exclusive once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Wow.
2 Blu-rays, 2 CDs. Oh, 2 Blu-rays as well. So we get the visual treat for this as well.
Awesome.
After touring for a year and a half throughout the every corner of the world and leaving fans from various nations breathless, the time has come for Nightmarish to immortalize their endless forms most beautiful tour on this 4-disc special release. Whoa! Wow. So shout out to whoever sent this to us.
Yeah, thank you
very, very much. You'll have to check this out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of dramatic acting and stuff, so to look into that.
Okay.
All right, we get something here from GameStop. Uh-oh. Is this the probably the Persona 5 Royale or
probably.
Royal? Oh, here's the packaging here. It's the return label. Oh, yep. It's Persona 5 Royal. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ooh, nice and shiny.
Steelbook edition.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
4 discs. Changing the world takes heart. Si changer le monde, vous tient sor.
All right.
Prepare for an all-new RPG experience in Persona 5 Royal based in the universe of the award-winning series Persona. Don the mask of Joker and join the Phantom Thieves of Hearts as they stage grand heists, infiltrate the minds of the corrupt, and make them change their ways. Ooh.
Cool.
Very sweet. Awesome. One of my friends is streaming this on Twitch, and I have to resist every time and be like, no, I can't pop into the stream and too much and just watch because I might actually end up playing that game at some point. But shout them out and stuff. That's
all right.
Pretty cool.
Let's see. Is there a?
Oh, I recognize this packaging. I'm pretty sure I know who this is from.
Yep.
I love that there are some awesome people that just consistently send us stuff, and it's like as the packaging arrives, I'm like, oh. Pretty sure this is going to be one of 2 people.
Right. It's like, this is packaging from this country, therefore it's probably.
All right, be careful.
Yep. Don't want to have some sort of Leonardo DiCaprio situation here.
Yeah, because you're not getting any Oscars, dude.
Neither is he. Wait, no, he actually did.
He finally did. Yes.
Okay. Wait. Here we go.
There.
Yeah.
See, I think the thing is actually the reason why I recognize this packaging almost immediately too is I'm almost always the one opening these packages for whatever reason, because it's a 50-50, based on who will, open it. But I have like a kinesthetic memory with regards to some things like that, so I'm like,
just tear down the tape.
Okay. Tear down the tape.
Ooh.
Very smooth, very smooth.
Very smooth indeed.
So you can probably just pull it out of the... Oh, no. This is very, very meticulous. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
Packaged and kept properly there.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, y'all will be able to do this all in a way where you'll see us tackle the packages themselves.
Exactly. Oh, my God.
Oh
my God.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
my
this
God.
is so cool.
Oh, yes.
Show them this now. Like, as it is right now. This is so cool.
Right. So, that's
and then tilt it down to have it not reflect the light. Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's what it looked like. So, okay.
So do you want to do this first? It's a happy birthday.
Oh, yeah, it is. Dear Caleb and Jacob, hello, this is Suzu from Taiwan.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit late to write this letter. Hope it can arrive in your mailbox before April 15th. Recently, I've watched Haikyuu Season 4. The animations of Episode 12 and 13 are extremely wonderful. Though we need to wait until July to the follow-up, it is without a doubt that the story will only be more and more exciting. Go Anime is worth waiting.
Mm-hmm.
I also keep reviewing Monogatari series with your reaction videos. I need to review it for many times to get the whole picture because I am easily distracted by the witty dialogues with a lot of hints set for the plot. When I write this letter, you're about to finish watching Suki Monogatari. I don't know if you have already been reminded by others, but I want to give you a detailed explanation of the title of this arc. The Suki here is not referring to Moon, as Suki Monogatari is translated into Possession Tale.
Oh, yeah, we've been told that since then, but yes, this is good.
The Suki here is a verb, which means to take control of someone's body or mind, especially in a supernatural manner. Thus, Sukimono is something like Dimple in Mob Psycho 100, or you can say the crab on Senjigahara, the cat on Hanakawa, and the snail on Hachikuji, etc. All are Sukimono. Accordingly, Suki Monogatari is a story about who is possessed by what, or vice versa. As you know, Suki Monogatari focuses more on Araragi than Ononoki, and I personally interpret Araragi as Sukimono to some extent because he is a human being always relies on vampire power to solve problems, which they brought up.
Right.
Anyway, Suki Monogatari is an interesting warm-up for Owari Monogatari, which is the end, right, because Owari, as well as the most legendary arc of the Monogatari series. Just can't wait to watch your reactions. My letter ends here. I don't watch anime and your videos often, so I have little to share. This envelope is mainly to say, happy birthday to Jacob, and the Ononoki card is for you. Wow, thank you so much.
And look, they folded a crane for you.
Yeah, a crane. Like, aw, that is awesome. That is so awesome.
That is so cool. And then yay. Wait, does she do it as... No, she does. She does it like this. Yay.
Yeah. Yep. She said,
I guess it would be right.
Oh, on the back here. Thank you for doing this channel. Thank you for doing this channel. Happy birthday to you. The piece on this card includes my best wishes for you to hold a peaceful life in the following year.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This is so fantastic. Like, man.
I love 3D cards where they have like a physical element attached to them and stuff. It's just so fun. Yeah.
Do you know what this means, though?
What?
With this card, I have now officially been given some kind of image or other of all three of the lollies from Monogatari specifically, and none of the other characters, I think. Because there's the Hachikuji and Shinobu shirts. And now this.
They know you too well.
But wow, this is awesome. And it's so well done, too. Like, the drawing is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. This is so cool. This was probably handmade. Like,
this is like it looks good enough. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't. But you can see like the drawing, like the pen marks and everything. Like that is fantastic.
That is incredible work.
That is incredible. Wow.
Dang.
Wow.
Like the Monogatari series, you have very good attention to detail.
Indeed.
Yes. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh, and there's the crane.
Oh, yes.
Gotta have the crane.
Yes, indeed. Alright, now the big package. The final package. As well, like the knife, thank you very much. Alright, let me take that back. Oh my. So we have a letter first, so we shall open that. So may I have my gutsu.
We weren't done with the letters.
Hold on. Nope, it's already pre-opened. Thank you.
How convenient.
Yes, thank you. All right. We got ourselves a letter from TF, yes.
Thank you.
To Caleb and Jacob. TF here with my first letter of the year. Hey. The one you got in January. It was way delayed from December. It doesn't count. Okay, gotcha. Hope the year's been going well for you so far. For me, I like to start it right, so I'm glad I managed to finish reading Battle Lines. Aw, sweet. I gotta say, Jacob, your mastery over the powers of tropemancy is certainly impressive.
Why, thank you.
Oh, also, that Chapter 1 ending. Dude, you do not play fair. Insert, can I have some more meme here?
Please, sir.
You got any more of them, chapter ending plot twists, you know? Oh, right. Main point of this letter. Happy birthday, Jacob!
Thank you!
May you have plenty of celebrations and fond memories. Perhaps what I've sent you will add to those memories as well. It's a two-parter and some ravings involved. So let's get into this. First, the book here. Unwrap it. The synopsis shall speak for itself. Okay. All right. So that's this. So delayed birthday present for you, Jacob.
Thank you.
All right. So we're pausing the letter while you open the book.
Ooh,
hardback.
Oh my god.
Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh, yes! Show them.
Oh man.
Saint Young Men.
Yep.
With Jesus and Buddha on the front.
Jesus and Buddha. Wow.
Just hanging out being bros.
Wow. By Hikaru Nakamura.
And show the synopsis and read it on the back, yeah.
Jesus, the Son of God. Buddha, the Enlightened One. Two of history's most important figures whose sagely deeds have been told and retold. After a few millennia of helping humanity, they have decided to take some time off and rent an apartment together in modern-day Tokyo.
Yes!
But even their saintly status hasn't fully prepared them to navigate the ups and downs of life in 21st century Japan. From theme parks to shopping for rice cookers to the wonderful world of manga. Follow this pair on a goofy, lighthearted, and pun-filled adventure in friendship.
Oh my god, yes.
My god, that is amazing. Python-esque comedy about a young Jesus and Buddha taking a gap year on Earth to understand contemporary Japanese life. Wow.
That's a slice of saintly life.
Yeah. This is... Wow.
I'm so excited for you, Jacob.
Oh my god.
I would have loved to send more, but sadly, it's not an easy find, and the bookstore here only has the first volume, so enjoy.
Thank you.
The second part's an audio CD again.
Oh.
But before we get to that, a quick YouTube recommendation. You guys already knew of Caleb Hiles and Jonathan Young. Do check out Raon Lee. A Korean lass covers mainly anime songs, surprisingly good at low notes.
Ooh.
Okay, we will do that. In addition to the usual plethora of shonen anime theme songs, she also has covered both the Domestic Girlfriend theme song and the Chica Dance song. Definitely worth checking out.
You had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
Yes, indeed. Also, now the audio CD. Okay. Bezos-kun permitting, it should arrive in the same month as this letter. All right.
that was the
that was the Nightwish thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so we already opened that. Gotcha. Thank you so much for that. So that is for you.
Okay.
It's by the band Nightwish, and it covers 2 of their live concerts. That means quite a few duplicate songs, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
Okay. Their songs do have some folk metal elements, but it's a lot more bard in a tavern folk than slap war paint on and scalp your enemies. I love the way you describe that.
Communicates very, very effectively
that
what kind of folk you're talking about.
Definitely a lot. Their main subgenre is known as symphonic metal.
Cool.
Okay, good to know. So, what's it like? Well, if you know the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, who doesn't, you have a good idea already. Or imagine the Phantom of the Opera song with epic riffs and killer drums.
That sounds amazing.
Dang, okay. Actually, if you Google Phantom of the Opera metal version, Nightwish is probably the first result.
Oh.
It's quite mainstream friendly, I'd say, with some of the most beautiful vocals out there. But make no mistake, it is still metal. Pulse-quickening, spirit-rousing, head-banging metal.
Awesome.
If the Helvetios album I sent you previously is the Berserker side of folk metal, this is the Valkyrie side.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna listen to this, like very quickly. But you, Jacob, and Caleb too, let's not leave you out, are a man of culture. I chose Nightwish specifically because, well, let's see how to phrase it. You know, all bands tell stories. Some bands, the good ones, they are storytellers. Nightwish, my bros, write songs about stories and storytelling.
Ooh.
I honestly don't have the words to adequately describe their music. I'll say this. The reasons why I enjoy them are the same reasons why I love metal and epic fantasy. So I'll stop the raving and leave you to enjoy the music. It starts loud, so take note. Oh, and if you're intrigued enough to want to jump straight into the deep end, the last track on the first CD, it'll be like watching the pilot episode of a new anime. No, seriously, the track is slightly over 20 minutes long.
Whoa.
It's titled The Greatest Show on Earth, and for once, that is not an understatement. I'm just kind of floored about how well you're selling me on this. Like, this is incredibly exciting. Just do yourself a favor. For all the songs, stay spoiler-free. Spoiler-free. Whoa. Spoiler-free.
Oh.
As in, like...
Oh, interesting.
Listen first, check out the lyrics later. And if you're keen for more after that, they have a new album out this month. Also, they have been around since the 90s, so plenty of old material. Note, though their current singer is their third, she joined in 2013, so things will sound different. In my opinion, she's the most versatile of the three.
Awesome.
Well, this is some great info. Thank you so much for the musical download of awesomeness. Any more than that, and we start getting close to toxic fandom territory, so I'll end it here now.
Good man.
Oh my gosh. I promise I'm finishing the letter soon. I assume that, as usual, Caleb's reading the letter out while Jacob nods sagely. How did you know? Is this the work of an enemy stand?
And 50-50 chance, like...
But the thing is that I think for some reason...
TF's letters have always ended up going to you?
Well, yeah. That's a great point, yes. But I think what it is that if there's an even number of packages... Can we math this out? If there's an even number of packages, and I'm usually going first, that means you'll do the last one, aka the biggest package.
Which also means usually the least amount of letters, because there usually aren't too many letters.
Right, so then that means that if there's an odd number, I would generally get the biggest package, because then I would get the last one, being that it would be an odd number. So...
And I believe that's how we did it this one.
Right, but does that increase the probability of me getting the last one because it's more than...
That is a good question.
Well, no, there's a 50-50 chance still of there being an odd or even number of things.
Right. But there's a potential increase in odds for you if you're always going first, because there's a 50-50 chance of you getting one more. So it's a 25% chance.
I don't know. Some of the math people could probably explain that.
I'm probably doing that wrong.
Yeah. But that's intense. Jacob's getting all the attention this month, but thank you, Caleb, for always reading the letters and being a good Oni-chan to your birthday boy here. I got you a little something too. It's in that orange envelope below the book. Hope you like it. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, that's enough ink spilled here. Once again, happy birthday, Jacob. May you enjoy yourself to the fullest. Stay healthy, bros. TF. No appendix this time.
Thank you, TF.
TF, you're a legend. You are a renowned letter deliverer, and thank you so much for the gifts for Jacob. These are so nice.
Yeah.
And
one
gosh.
for you. So.
One for me. Thank you.
Which would you like?
We'll just go for a knife here.
Knife.
A knife, indeed. It's a pretty nice knife. Okay, that should be good. All right, let's see what's in here. Ooh, Demon Slayer something or other. Okay, let's see what we got here. Looks like some art. Dun 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 dun.
Oh
dun,
yes.
Dun. Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. So we have a costume swapped crew of the main 4 characters in Demon Slayer. Yes, Jacob, you just saw it, didn't you? So, we took...
Oh, that's amazing.
We took our siblings, and they switched costumes.
Yep.
And then we took our boys, and they switched costumes. And oh my god,
but
this is perfect.
Of course, Zenitsu's hair still shows up through the boarhead mask.
Oh my god, I have to open this up.
Wow.
This is so good.
Wow, that is amazing.
Right. This is amazing.
That is just beautiful.
Wow, too good. All right, let's see. I love it
so much.
Like. Oh, there's other things in here. It opens up.
And that wait. Oh no. Oh yes.
Wait.
Yes.
Wait.
Oh hell yes.
Let's see if this is how it actually.
This is a folder.
Oh, it's a folder.
This is a folder. Oh man.
I can use this to put character sheets and stuff in here.
Yep. So if you ever go to game night and you're like, hey, what do I put my character sheet in? Boom.
So I've got like.
Boom. Oh.
Triple layered.
Yeah.
In here. Ooh. That's good. Oh, and then the back here it has them in their
regular outfits.
Chibi but regular outfits here. That's pretty cool. Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's really cool.
Man, you are going to get
it's very like satisfying to touch as well.
Yeah. You're going to get so many jealous looks from like anybody who's seen the show, you know? When you show up to game night with like,
I'm gonna like lay this down and be like, all right, let me pull out my character sheets, and then be like,
it's gonna be like Jack Sparrow when Barbossa pulls out the rum, you know, it's just, I want that, like, you know,
please,
yeah. Oh, that's amazing, and
that's so
I gotta say, Nezuko wears Tanjiro's outfit really well. Like she looks
Nezuko
awesome.
looks badass.
She looks badass as
also,
hell.
what's kind of great here is that Tanjiro is apparently a demon now too, because if you look at his hand here, he's got claws.
Oh,
so that's pretty awesome.
And by the way, I will say, giving a demon slayer sword, like if you could trust the demon, that would tactically be terrifying for all the other demons out there, because then they've got the super speed and strength and everything of a demon, and they can kill demons.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah,
that is the way to do it. Yes. Oh my gosh! Well, thank you so much,
cool.
TF. That is a wonderful.
And it's got the divider in there too, so you can put like multiple character sheets in there, and they won't all like. Because one of the issues with those kinds of folders is if you have more than like a few sheets of paper in there, sometimes they'll just all kind of spill out, right? But the fact that there's the divider in there, oh, that's awesome.
Yes. So thank you all so much for the gifts. If you want to send us anything, check the P.O. box in the description of the video. Just please send us no consumable stuff there. But yeah, thank you all very much, and happy belated birthday, Jacob. This was April's, and May's unboxing. So there you go. Yeah.
And now I have all 3 of the Monogatari lollies.
And you have to get your spiritual journey on with
indeed
the slice of saintly life.
Yep. Thank you, everyone.
Yes. Thank you all so much.
Like whether it's gifts or letters or whatever, we love hearing from you guys. So thank you. You're awesome.
Yeah. And we'll see you all in the next one in the 15th of June.
Right. Assuming that there's no more craziness.
Assuming that there's no more craziness, we get our internet back and all kinds of other stuff gets resolved. But hey, until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.